Hey, everybody. Thank y'all so much for tuning in yet again. We missed you last week, Thanksgiving. I was back home in the great incestuous state of Rhode Island. That's right. Incest is legal there. That's a real thing. But yeah, we're back. Jason Young, how are you, sir?
I'm doing blessed and highly flavored, good brother. How
Highly flavored.
Much bliss and better. We're great now.
That's fantastic.
We're rolling.
We're rolling, yeah.
The clam chowder.
Yeah, it's
The clam chowder.
So there's three kinds of clam chowder.
New York one is not it.
It's mid, yeah. I don't even know that I've had it, but I'd assume that it's mid. Because there's so many other staples, like you were saying, bagels and pizza. I'm not going to go for chowder, you know?
No. Why would you?
Cheesecake.
Away from where?
From New York. Did you not even know that?
I don't eat cake. That's why I'm like,
no
what?
Cake? No sweet tooth?
No cake, no cupcakes, no pie. Wow. I know, borderline commie, I know.
Okay, well, you're reading the book.
I N-word can't read.
I like that you censored yourself, like you can't say it.
I'm trying to ease in. I'm trying to ease in. I don't think they need to hear that word like first 2 minutes into the podcast.
It's funny because people say when you do something on YouTube, you're supposed to like not say certain things for like the first 10 minutes or something, and I've never once followed that rule.
I never knew that was a rule.
Yeah, I started with incest, exactly.
I just feel like even in comedy where you're like, try not to ease them into it before you start, going wild with the beautiful words of our English dictionary.
Right. Yeah, that is how it works, right? You got to get them on your side.
Or you can get them not on your side and start
just
low.
Piss them off.
Piss them off and make them love you again, man.
That's fun to do, too.
Very few. You got to be charming.
Yeah.
You got to be sweet and charming.
Find a way back in.
Or you got to look disheveled where people be like, I want to feel bad for you. I want to root for you, brother.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Like if you're like Bernie Sanders, where if you start, oh man, you look like a sweet old man. Let's cheer for you. Say those curse words, brother. Say those curse words.
It is funny when an old person goes on stage, because they can just say fuck and everyone's like, oh my God, look at that 80-year-old woman.
Bro, and I have that joke about my great grandmother, 92.
Yeah.
She's allowed leeway.
Oh yeah.
To say whatever, the carte blanche, whatever she wants.
Age, it's like you don't give a fuck.
Not for that. Her mom was a slave. She's 92. She's one generation off the plantation. She could probably tell you what the 3/5 compromise was.
That's not. Did you ever see the video? It's been going around recently. It was a guy. It was a black guy talking about how hard they fought to sit at the same counter as white people.
Yes.
At a white restaurant, and they served them food, and he was like, it was the most lousy fucking meal. This is what we fought for? This sucks.
Intent versus impact. The intent to sit there was great, but the impact was the food was crap. What do you expect? You could have made better food at your house.
Right. Because white people food isn't that great.
Waffle House.
Even
though they got white managers, but you got black people in there cooking.
Right. Okay.
Waffle House is fire.
Waffle House is good. It's you know about the Waffle House Index?
No, I don't.
I always bring this up. He knows because I always bring it up.
No, it's okay. Educate me.
There's a thing called the Waffle House Index, and it's used by the what is it, FEMA? I guess the people.
I think it's FEMA.
FEMA, right? The ones that are supposed to tell us when a natural, like a hurricane, is a category 5 or whatever.
Okay.
So the Waffle House Index is a measurement tool to show how strong a storm is going to be, judged on which Waffle Houses close in which areas, because they never close.
Wow.
So it's like it's going to be real bad in Dade County, Florida, because these Waffle Houses are closing. Yeah.
That's sad.
The Waffle House Index.
That's a great way.
Yeah.
If the hood spots close, you know it's going to be bad.
Exactly. Damn. Nobody's fighting in there.
I think I went to one Waffle House by myself in Virginia, and from my hotel, I just walked over.
Yeah.
I went at 7 a.m. and I just sat down. I'm like, I feel at home in here. I don't know why. But nobody fought.
You didn't want to fight anybody?
No, nobody fought, but everybody did look ghetto. It had the edginess to it.
Gotcha.
I'm like, we need one of these in New York.
Right.
But then that'll be the new fighting spot, though.
If they put Waffle Houses in New York, it'd be game over.
Like it would take IHOP out the game.
There's not a lot of IHOPs around here. I don't see many.
Too many diners.
Yeah, right.
I'm a Long Island guy, so I mean that's why I see a little bit more IHOPs.
There's some more chains out there.
Yeah,
A little more suburban.
Nobody's breaking into them.
Yeah.
Crime index joke.
Nobody.
You know your area is bad when they start pulling out all the chain restaurants and putting in all the BS chains. You won't have KFC, but you have so-called wings and things.
Yeah.
Or what is it? Not Kentucky Fried Chicken, but Kentucky's Chicken.
Yeah, they just take one word out.
Oh man, welcome to New York. Holy crap.
That shit's wild. So you don't eat any sweets?
No, I do cake. No, not cake. Chocolate chip cookies, brownies. I'm more of a candy type of person.
Candy.
Yeah, like Trolleys, gummy worms, sour gummy bears, stuff like that.
The gummies.
But when it comes to like sweets, nah, man.
Really? Ice cream?
No
ice cream.
No ice cream.
Damn.
It's very weird. Like my birthday's in June, so some people were blessed enough to have parents to bring cupcakes when they're in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade for their birthday. Mm-hmm. So people be my best friend because I would always say, I don't eat cupcakes, but you can have my cupcake.
That's
my mom would
nice.
give me a bag of Doritos.
Yeah.
That's what I fuck with.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But other than that, Jay, you don't want cupcakes? No, go to BJ's, get the Twig 24 pack. Everybody can get 2.
Hell yeah.
Jay, you don't want? No. This is for y'all. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy, you chubby motherfuckers. But, RFK, he would have outlawed that if I was a kid.
Let's hope so. How much can he actually do? Like, he wants to change everything. How much is he even what's even possible?
Hold on. Michelle Obama did change school lunches.
She did.
And she was only
the first
wife.
lady. Yeah.
With all due respect, she didn't really have power.
Right.
Hillary Clinton could barely handle the main important objective of being the president's wife.
Right.
Now, this woman changed school lunches. So, I mean, he might have an open lane.
He might. Yeah, he might. I mean, the FDA is fucking wacky, right? Like, they ban one thing, but
you'll allow many other horrible things in our food, our supplies, whether it's fluoride in toothpaste, so on and so forth.
Well, I remember reading, and I think it's going to the Supreme Court now, is like flavored vapes.
Yes.
And the FDA is trying to get rid of menthol, and they have in a lot of places. I'm pretty sure it's illegal in Massachusetts. You can't even buy Newports or whatever. Yeah. But at the same, their reasoning is because it's marketed to children. What are Oreo? Who's Oreos? When they put Mountain Dew and Call of Duty in the same commercial, who's that fucking supposed to be to?
I want to know what kid looks at a pack of Newports and like, I want to try that.
Lock him up.
Them cigs, brother.
Yeah. That's the most important point.
What? You want to smoke a black and mild?
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I was in 5th grade. My history teacher, Italian, old school as hell, like Mr. Giuliani.
Oh man,
crazy. Yeah, when you got that last name, it's ridiculous. He said, my dad caught me smoking cigarettes once. You know what he did? He made me smoke a whole cigar.
Yeah.
Until I threw my lungs up, and I never wanted to smoke again. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
That could also have the reverse effect, and you're like, God, I want to smoke. You chief a whole cigar. You're like,
you know what? If you're a model trying to get skinny, that's the new old. That was the old Ozempic.
Yes.
Smoke a cigar, vomit everything.
That's so wild, dude. Have you seen a woman like that in recent times? Like a woman that's like a real tiny, dainty model type? Because that's not even a thing anymore. It is, but it's bare like
Yeah, go to right clubs. You'll see some.
They're small.
The ones that what's her name? Papoon's daughter's DJ. And you'll see all the anorexic girls there.
Yeah, Putin's daughter. She's a fucking straight DJ. We were talking about that before, but
or the old Victoria's Secret parties.
Right.
They were all super skinny.
Yeah.
Skinny's gonna make a comeback with Ozempic.
Yeah,
especially with the Pilates. All girls are loving it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, everybody's gonna lose their fatness
until they give Lizzo like a presidential cabinet position.
Yeah.
Lizzo's gonna get a Nobel Peace Prize one just for losing her fat.
Nobel piece of pie, maybe. That's fucking. I know, and it's so crazy that she got in trouble for fat shaming. She got in trouble for calling people fat and doing weird shit with them too, like putting bananas in their pussy or something. That could maybe not be true, but it's.
You know it's.
I think it was. Can we find that? Look up
Heard
Lizzo
that, but let me ask
banana
you
in the
this
pussy.
now. Which would be worse, Diddy's baby oil or Lizzo's banana?
Oh man, holy fuck! You'd hope the banana was in vaginas, you know.
But then I'm like,
But
who's
the
eating
baby-
it?
Oh man,
There's something bad about bananas, so I'll read deeper and I'll let you know in a second.
yeah,
Oh, take
Lizzo
your time.
and sex on
But,
bananas.
like, all right, Roddy, Diddy's baby oil, right?
Yeah,
It was supposedly had GHB in it, which would make you pass out and whatnot.
is that true?
Supposedly,
I didn't know that.
Supposedly.
Wow.
That's one of my jokes. If I took LeBron James, if I were to steal LeBron James's stuff, I would take his calf muscles in his body.
Right.
It's worth a lot more than his Rolexes. He needs to
Sure.
get that insured.
Yeah,
But if Lizzo's putting a banana,
in
is
her
she
pussy,
is she eating it?
she's eating something.
There's wild shit going on.
See what I'm saying? Who's worse, Lizzo or Diddy?
Oh man,
Who said fat people can't be diabolical?
diabetical.
Oh God.
Fat people used to be jolly. Now they're fucking all angry. Love us. We need to be loved. They used to just smile. Just be fat.
Know what? After Precious
Changed
was,
everything.
Precious was like Revenge of the Sith for fat people. We got to make a comeback.
So Lizzo forced one of her dancers to eat a banana that was half inserted in a stripper's vagina.
Yeah. See?
That
That's
sounds like
fucking
locker
wild.
room- that sounds
And it wasn't like a
locker room
one time.
fantasy talk.
It's not like a one time thing either.
This was like her thing.
And then they say there was always weird things involving bananas.
Whoa.
At least they weren't cramping up. They had potassium.
They had potassium. Yeah. They could do weird, freaky shit and not cramp
man,
up.
Not cramp up. Now that makes me wonder what Lizzo likes in the bed.
A lot of bananas.
A lot of tons of bananas, I would guess.
Shoot. Damn, Lizzo wildin'.
And then she gets in trouble for fucking, and it's funny because she obviously led like such a huge movement. Like without her, there's no big girls in modeling.
I'm not gonna lie with
know?
you. I thought Adele was the lead forerunner of the big girls because her and Jennifer Hudson,
Right.
They were both big, beautiful, with strong voices.
Yeah.
Like I think their voices transcended their fatness.
That's the thing. They're both more talented than Lizzo is.
That is true.
And they're more modest. Like they would wear
Yes.
like gowns and normal shit, and Lizzo's like playing a flute in her underwear. You know? Like, it's like being big is beautiful. Like, yeah, it's all beautiful, but like,
Listen, I've taken down a few big girls in my
of course,
day.
yeah.
I've had one order me pizza afterwards.
Wow,
Bro.
that's lovely.
Oh, she was so sweet.
They usually are.
She was so sweet. Thank God she had me doing that with the pizza though.
Yeah.
It was just eating. Nah, you got to go home.
Pizza was You gotta eat after. It's hard.
Of course,
you
I
can't
earned
eat
it.
before.
She was sweating. I was sweating. Had to open the windows like a steam room.
Yeah. She needed a banana.
No.
Not this
I
time.
don't know where it's being stuck in, and I don't eat bananas.
Right.
I'm an apples type of guy.
You don't even get the gout from eating apples. Isn't that crazy?
Could you really?
If you eat too many apples, you can get the fucking gout. What happened to an apple a day? Keeps the fucking podiatrist away.
I don't believe you on that one.
It's true.
It gives you the gout.
Yeah.
I think we looked this up before. Also.
Yeah, you get the fucking gout if you eat too many. I remember because it happened. I'm like, why the fuck is my foot on fire? And then I just stopped eating.
Twinkies.
That scares the fuck out of me. Dude.
Diabetes?
My family she runs in my family, so that's terrifying. Yeah.
See, I knew it. See, you tell me you're Portuguese and Italian. I'm like, I feel you got a lot of black in you somewhere. So you worry about a lot of things that us people we worry about.
Yeah. I can't get a loan.
Why can't you be alone?
Fucking yeah.
Wait,
No.
why can't you just be? Why you just?
No, I said get a loan.
You can't
Like you
get a
said,
loan?
black people problems.
Yeah, we got to squabble up with a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fucking yeah, dude. Putin's secret daughter is a goddamn DJ. A DJ is supposed to be what a guy in America does when he has no other options. He's like, I'll just.
I gotta see if I can find an actual video of her like on the turntable.
That'd be sick.
So Putin's daughter, like out of wedlock daughter's DJ,
She's
and
a DJ.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's wedlock son is fat and gay.
Is that true?
Yes.
Whoa.
I don't know about fully gay, but I know he's fat as shit.
He's fat as fuck.
Yo. And people, oh, you brought family shame. You got fat.
Oh, man, dude. That's tough. That's like being, I mean, that's exactly like being Magic Johnson's kid and
Stop.
switching governments, you know?
First and foremost, there are so many bad jokes that can go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he had the HIV.
Yeah. He's fucking alive, though.
He had the HIV.
How do you past tense the HIV?
Had or had, like, it's, I don't know.
No, you're right.
He
like,
has it, but
he's fine.
Yeah.
He can like give blood.
Wait, can he really?
I think he can. I think I've seen videos of him.
See, I don't want that blood.
Imagine you go to a fucking clinic. You're like, oh, I'm dying. I need blood or whatever.
We got Magic Johnson's and we got Bill Cosby's. Who do you want?
It's like his or like fucking.
Oh, I got her.
Who's a rock star like Keith Richards or something? His blood's all filled with heroin, old heroin. You're like, I think I'll take his.
Listen, at least his blood traveled.
Yeah,
It's not a good picture, but I
It's
got it.
okay.
yeah. I'm assuming it's the one. It's her with the long hair. You think?
Yeah, it's
In
her
the middle,
peeking
yeah.
in the middle there.
Damn. Holy fuck.
On the ones and twos.
You think there's any Ukrainians in there?
This guy definitely.
He is. Yeah, look at that dude.
See, I wonder what she's playing.
Hopefully
This guy looks fishy too.
right.
I wonder who do you think the bodyguard is?
I know, right? You think there's got to be one. Imagine there isn't one. He just doesn't give a fuck about
She's
this
not
one.
going out there raw dogging life.
No, right?
She got to have somebody with her.
She's got a cyanide capsule just in case she's got to kill herself.
What? No, you're what? She wouldn't do that. Music she plays will make people kill themselves alone.
Yeah,
This
right.
video? I feel like this is a screenshot from a video. I gotta find the fucking video.
What if it's all like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, it's just white girl hits?
What if she's playing Drake?
Oh, wow. She just draws a line in the sand. If she's smart, she's playing the new Kendrick album.
If she is smart. You were playing it for me earlier. I see. Was like, oh, this is nice.
We are so lucky that we get Kendrick.
I agree. We live in that era.
Yeah, we
I'm
get.
very happy in hip hop. We got to live through. No matter how you feel about him, we got to live through Kanye.
Totally.
We got to live
Legend.
through Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you want about J. Cole and Drake. We got to live through both of them.
All legends. But Kendrick's the best still.
I agree.
Over all of them. Especially when you
Agreed.
listen to this album. Because he just does, like, he's got songs on there where he just does not, like the song Peekaboo.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched Super Hot Fire? Remember
Yes,
those?
yes.
He goes, boom, bing, bop, bam.
Yeah.
He says that.
Oh my
He does
God.
that. There's a song Peekaboo, and it's like he's got songs on there that you know he's trolling. He's like, I can do the stupid shit that you guys do
Yeah.
and make it good, and then I can do the shit that I want to do,
Yeah,
and it's
make it
better than anything you can do.
He's that talented.
He's so fucking good.
Didn't he come out Andrew Scholes or a certain white
Yeah,
comics?
he did.
Kendrick, stay in hip hop. Don't do it.
Yeah, right.
That's the wrong.
Especially Schultz.
I'm like,
That's like his job.
I wouldn't pick him. Maybe
He's so
anybody
good.
else.
Yeah.
You know, anybody else. Sure, he's too quick.
Stay away from him and like Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh, I love Tony.
Tony cares less about looking racist too. You know,
What?
Like-
He's a roast comic. What do you?
yeah.
Well, that's his job.
Right.
It's for
Oh.
better or for worse. That's
Yeah.
his. Some of the like Snoop Dogg, he usually picks him for his roast. Like he's doing like any roast, and Snoop Dogg has to do some few jokes.
Yeah.
He chooses Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
So if Snoop Dogg is choosing this guy, he must be cold.
Oh, yeah, he's like the best. Maybe one of the best other than like Don Rickles,
Yeah.
fucking Jeff Ross. Those are the roast masters. Now it's
Yeah.
like Tony Hinchcliffe.
But Tony goes for, as I say, blood. He goes
Yeah.
for real. He goes cutthroat really
Right.
well. I'm more surprised they didn't get Rogan just to do a good few minutes. I think Rogan, if he did stand up, would have been more tame.
Wait, what do you mean?
For the
rally?
Yeah, for the MSG
Oh,
rally. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
you didn't just
yeah,
get
yeah,
Rogan
yeah.
to just do a few jokes.
Right. Yeah, but it seems like Rogan is like he's like on his own fucking planet. Like he doesn't need to do anything he doesn't want to do.
Agreed.
Not saying that Tony didn't want to do that. He clearly wanted to, but like the effort that it would take.
Yeah, I can
To-
see it.
to-
Plus, Tony's probably like, "Yeah, let's do it. I got these ready to go." And
Yeah,
wrong place, wrong time for the Puerto Rico joke.
Sure.
Honestly, I thought that joke was going somewhere else.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to talk about actually Manhattan. Because Manhattan is just a floating landfill.
Totally.
A pile of garbage.
Totally.
If he said, we're sitting on a pile of garbage, I'd have been like, accurate.
Yeah.
Very accurate. I can't even get mad at that one.
As a Puerto Rican, I'm not offended by it, but I don't think it's that funny of a joke.
Sure. Yeah.
I think the joke bombed, but I'm not. I would never be offended by it.
Because you know it's comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I will give him credit. Puerto Rico does have a landfill problem. I never knew that.
Oh, yeah, it's
They're
bad.
really backed up. They have
It's
nowhere
bad.
to put their trash.
That's why I'm like, whoa, he actually shed a little light. But
Tony
wrong
Hinchcliffe
joke.
says that, and then all of a sudden the Democrats want to, protect Puerto Rico.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. I mean,
That's
they've been
fucking
treating
annoying.
Puerto Rico like shit for years. They've been underwater for fucking how long? And now Tony goes up and makes a joke, and they're like, wow, they're Nazis.
How could you say that?
Yeah.
Shit, I was listening to Rogan recently. He's like, yeah, Tony's actually very conservative about the planet. I'm like, oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's almost like he's telling jokes.
no.
But at the same time, it's like, who in Trump's fucking camp was like, let's get a comedian to come up here and do this? It's kind of wacky.
If I were, we were talking about this off air, but if I learned one thing about this entire election, when Republicans hire people or celebrities, they hire them to be them.
Yeah.
Don't be bigger than what you are. Like,
Right.
Tony, you are a roast master. Tell some jokes.
Yeah.
But make sure they're good, hopefully. Hulk Hogan, let me tell you something, brother. Hulk Hogan was legitimately Hulk Hogan.
He was there, right? Ripping his shirt off and shit.
So my friend actually, he does radio for Long Island. And he actually had press passes for the Long Island rally and for the MSG rally. So he was there for the entire thing.
Damn.
From Dr. Phil, Elon Musk. And I was like, he said Hulk Hogan got the pop of the night. And I'm
for
like,
sure. Fucking.
That's his building.
exactly. But whereas I've learned, a lot of Democrats, the only ones to do it right was Beyonce and Jay-Z.
With
But-
Obama.
Oh, Obama.
Yeah.
They just rapped and sang,
That's perfect.
They
99,
got paid too.
99 problems and go vote.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not going to give you this speech like I'm smarter than what I am.
Exactly.
Versus,
We're going to drop a bomb, and you guys are going to love it.
Meg Thee Stallion was probably the only one that stayed in her lane. I'm going to do my song,
yeah.
and that's it.
Right.
Get on, get out, get off. Versus some people well, I'm going to show my intelligence.
You're
Jon
dumb.
Stewart, just be the comic.
Yeah.
Tell some good jokes. Make fun of Trump a little bit. Get these voters on gear.
Right. Well, he's in the the gray area of politics as well.
Big
he can
supporter,
do
but
both.
definitely big.
Yeah.
Yes, he defended Tony on the whole situation, but
Yeah.
I agree, definitely more of a gray area.
Like he does. Obviously, the Daily Show
Yes.
was big for so long. Who even does that now? Didn't they? Is it like a different host usually? I feel like he does one episode a week,
I believe so.
and maybe Trevor Noah does the rest or something. I'm not
thought
even
Trevor
sure.
Noah-
Does Trevor
stopped.
Noah have his own show now, or is he the?
I thought
host?
he stopped.
Yeah.
I know. I believe he's touring and whatnot.
He did something at the Beacon recently. I don't even think it was stand up. I think it was just a talk.
I wouldn't be surprised, but knowing him, he probably knows how to talk and weave in the funny.
Yeah.
He's
Like a
one of those
one man
type of-
show.
Yeah, he's like one of those type of guys. Very smart, but he knows how to turn up the funny. Mm-hmm. I loved him when he was rapping with Busta Rhymes.
He did that.
Yes, Busta was after a show, and he was just marking out for Busta, just doing Busta's songs from him. Busta smiling his ass off, and I'm like, okay, love you,
It's
Trevor.
good for the culture.
Oh, bro, a British guy doing Busta Rhymes verses.
South African.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
he has
which is
a-
even more what's the word? I guess even more interesting, maybe because of how bad black people were treated in South Africa.
Oh man, apartheid was a bitch.
That's what I've heard.
Haven't had to experience it, but
Yeah.
it definitely was a pain in the.
They have rotating hosts right now, but Jon
Rotating
Stewart's
hosts.
every Monday until December of next year.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah,
Get your
yeah.
money, John. Get your money.
Well, he's the best at it. He's one of the
funny.
best.
Seen him live. He's actually very.
You've seen him
funny.
live?
Yeah, seen him.
Just straight stand up?
bump mics with Chappelle. Chappelle brought him out
Oh shit.
for his birthday and for the Untitled documentary.
Man, that's
Very
fucking
funny.
cool. Yeah.
Very funny. I did not realize he was gonna be that funny though. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, great. Off the bucket list.
Yeah.
I think Earthquake might have been the funniest person I've ever seen.
Earthquake? Bro. He's funny.
He makes me want to quit comedy. Bro. I watch him, I'm like,
I'll never be that good.
His last stand-up special, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal.
Wasn't one of the ones that Chappelle produced?
Yes.
It was like him, Donnell.
That was the one he produced. And Lunel.
Yeah. Lunel, yeah.
Lunel killed also.
She's a dirty
for his
bitch.
birthday.
She's funny, but she's fucking filthy.
So you need those people in comedy.
Yeah.
You like those people are slowly weaving. It's like slowly getting out of comedy. Unfortunately, you need those people.
Also, when you go live, it's so much better. Like, there's a complete different. Like, you can watch. I've watched specials, and I'm like, it's funny, but I'm not like keeled over. But you see that same comic live, and you're like,
because that special, it's perfection. There, no room for error.
yeah.
Versus I'm live. Oh, I fucked up a word. Oh well, you know what I'm saying, guys.
Also, laughter's like contagious, right? If you're around people that are if you're just in your room and you're like, huh, that's like the equivalent to being in a comedy club and the laughter just carries.
What's the phrase? If you get 50% of the room laughing, you really got 75 to 80. Because just because half the room's laughing, there's gonna be people looking around. Oh, it's safe to laugh.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can laugh. I'm let loose now.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, definitely contagious. You're absolutely right there.
Yeah. That's why it's like when they used to put specials, they would air specials in like movie theaters. It's kind of like similar, like you're in a big group.
I've actually seen one of Kevin Hart's specials in the movie theater. My
Really?
mom took me. I think it was Laugh at My Pain.
Okay.
They had it in theaters. Got to see it. I was like, oh, this is interesting. I never would have thought a comedy special would be in a theater.
Yeah.
Way before I got to doing comedy, obviously. But like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, that's like, Eddie Murphy specials were in theaters. Richard Pryor specials were in theaters.
Yeah.
All that shit.
I'm mad we missed those.
Yeah,
seeing
right.
Those goats. Jeez.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I remember dating a girl. And I'm like, I told her about Eddie Murphy. And I'm like, have you ever watched his stand? She's like, I love stand-up. I'm like, have you ever watched Eddie Murphy? And she's like, no. And I'm like, what? And we watched Delirious and Raw back to back, and she was crying the whole time. Oh, God. It's like just so fucking funny.
Do you have a go-to stand-up special? Even if you're not laughing because you've seen it so many times. Yeah. Is there one where you're just like, this is perfect, front to back? You can sit there and be like, whoa.
Oh, probably Jammin' in New York. George Carlin, Jammin' in New York. I think that's 96.
Yeah.
That one I watched on VHS on repeat as a kid.
Wow.
As a child, bro. Like, he's talking about he opened, I think that was the one where he opened where he's like, how come all these pro-life people are people you wouldn't want to fuck in the first place? Like, he just opens with that.
Oh, man.
That one, I like Bill Hicks' Revelations.
Oh, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Glad to know you love more of the older.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see? Dirty at heart. Dirty at heart.
Which one's that?
No, I'm just saying, like, for you, like, your heart is dirty as hell. I'm like, going for those.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite to listen to, where I can just any time of day, Sam Kinison.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm trying to think what's the name of the first one.
I don't think I would know it either.
No, it's killing me because I literally have them downloaded just as like I'm with the watch. I can just listen to it.
Yeah.
It's fun when drinking and driving. It's like, well, if I'm going to go to the bar.
Breaking the rules. Breaking the rules.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh, great one. Now, if I'm talking about watching, it bothers me because I can watch it to this day. Elephant in the Room makes me smile.
So good.
There are points where I'm like, okay, I'm not even laughing. I'm just studying at this point.
Right.
Earthquake special I can watch and just pause it. He's only 8 minutes in and I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off because I'm like, I want this ability. I need to work harder. Yeah, I would probably say those two.
Yeah.
Top two I can sit there and perfect.
Totally. Yeah, even honestly, I know it's new, but Beautiful Dogs. Like, I can watch Beautiful. That's Shane Gillis' Netflix.
Okay.
I can watch that one, and it's hilarious every time. The whole
Shane
thing's
Gillis
funny.
is a different animal.
So good.
freaking great.
It's so crazy to think, because we're at a similar level, right? You've been doing it like 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like 3. And it's crazy to think that people can keep an audience's attention for an hour and make them laugh for an hour.
Bro.
It's wild. Like, you think of your longest set, however long that is.
Longest I've done was 10.
Exactly. 10, and it's like, even though you killed, you're like, could I do another 10? Maybe?
My first thing was, okay, out of 10 minutes, I got them for 4, and I'm trying to work for that other 6.
Yeah.
But I've done poetry since 13. Mm-hmm. I've done a few open mics for poetry, and one of the things, even in comedy, that infuriates me is phones. Because at least if you're watching me and just I can make eye contact with you, okay. Mm-hmm. If you're nodding your head, there's something there. Now it's my job to make whatever you're nodding at better. But once you're on the phone, I lost you.
Right.
So if I have 10 minutes as a 2-year micer, okay, you're tuned in. I'll take it as a W.
Yeah.
Even if you got the laughs, some
Right.
laughs, you're like, I got your attention, so I know exactly what you mean. Like, to multiply that by 6 times to go 60 minutes.
It's nuts.
Bro.
Yeah.
Holy
And then
crap.
to do that a bunch of times, like talk about new specials.
Jeez.
Just hours and hours. So much fucking material.
Now it's really crazy as you think about it. You're like, bro, how to create material, or even the material that you didn't think was going to work, or too soon material.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, I can't use that. Yeah, I got to save it in my back pocket.
Yeah.
God forbid shit goes left or shit goes right. At least I can use it. Mm-hmm. No, I know. It's freaking ridiculous.
Do you throw anything out, like, or do you keep everything in terms of material?
I keep everything.
And maybe you go back to it, find a different angle on it.
If I'm going to do, let's just say let's say I'm bouncing or at work and I have 10 people's attention, I might work on like a few old things and I might touch it up, or I might be like, maybe comedy, if you break it down between a psychological level, between cadence, verbiage, how you're talking, how slow you're talking, how much if you whisper, or versus how loud you can get.
Right.
Little things like that can make a joke pop.
Yeah.
Even like when I even say psychology, it's whether you get the person to like you a lot by showing who you are in the front end, and now, okay, you like me, now let me be as wild and dirty as I can with you.
Yeah.
Versus, I'd rather you dislike me. Let's start low, and now let's work our way back up. Mm-hmm. Depends on what level of psychology you want to go with the group of people.
Yeah, I think that's the craft of it. Because if you think of other performance arts, you have like certain levels of things, right?
Yeah.
Like you're saying, the way you say something, your volume,
Yeah.
your body language. These are things that you like play with.
Facial reactions.
Exactly. And in stand-up, it's literally only you. It's not like a band where it's like, here's the guitar solo, or here's the drum fill. It's like only you. I can dance like this, or I can say, I can scream, or it's like those are the little things that you got to change and play with.
Like I always say, hip hop is the worst thing to go see live, unless you're seeing a DMX, a Busta Rhymes, who knows, or Jay-Z.
Dave Blunts. Shout out Dave Blunts.
Phenomenal.
Have you seen Dave Blunts?
No. Is he good on stage?
Dude, pull up a video of this dude is like 500 pounds. You've had to have seen him.
Oh yes.
He just sits on stage.
Oh God, I know what you're talking about.
He just sits there with like a cup of lean, just being the most unhealthy person ever.
He said, "Fuck Snoop Dogg." I was
Yeah,
like, damn. Snoop's trying to save your life, cuz.
Dude, he's like a mattress. This guy is
my
fucking
gosh.
big, bro.
But it sucks to see that performing, because unless you're that animated,
Yeah. Look how fucking big this
pull
dude is.
Pull him up.
Shout out Dave Blunts, bro.
That's his name?
Dave Blunts.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's so big, dude. Look at that fucking guy, dog. There's like nobody on the stage.
You know what's bad? He can't even stand up. It's down the cup. It's down the cup.
Oh.
I can't touch my toes. I can't see my dick. I can't do anything. I can't fuck that bitch.
Dude.
Yo,
that is
bro,
a big fucking boy.
I would not want to be that fat.
That's like Big
scares
Pun.
me.
Except Big Pun was, better.
But at least, like, if Big Pun was alive, he would have been on Ozempic now.
Yeah,
He would have lost weight.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
those Puerto Rican girls, they'll get you fat, dog.
Boricuas. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
But you're right. Some guy, I mean, you go to a hip hop show, and I remember watching a video of Jay-Z, and he was on stage, and they started playing one of his
Background
songs.
lyrics.
And he's like, turn that shit off.
I don't do that.
Yeah, he's like, we just put a picture of me up here and just play the song. Why am
If you wanted to hear me speak perfectly with the lyrics, go home and listen to it.
Exactly.
Which, commendable.
Yeah.
A lot of rappers, it sucks to watch because it's karaoke.
Yeah.
It's relatively karaoke. And people are so excited just to see them perform.
Yeah.
They don't even give a crap if the performance is good.
Right.
There is no psychology to your performance. You're just going to go out there, do it versus if you're Jay-Z, Kanye, DMX, where I'm going to structure the performance this manner. Like my mom's husband he used to work with DJ Mr. C, old school radio DJ.
Okay.
He got to see many people perform. DMX is the number one.
Oh, yeah.
DMX would come out.
Yeah.
Where my dogs at?
And
Party
that's
up
game
in
over.
here.
Yeah.
What these bitches want from a nigga.
Yeah.
To doing a whole prayer.
Yes.
And I've watched these prayers at 2 a.m. crying. I'm like, bro.
Jay-Z talks about it. I think we brought it up on here one time. Jay-Z talks about it.
And now he's like, how am I supposed to go on that?
Yeah. He's like, your turn.
And now if I'm looking at on a psychological level, I got you guys so excited, and I got you right in my palm. I can say a prayer.
I could do anything.
And now y'all all gonna start crying with me. All
what you
right,
pay
drops
for.
the mic. Next.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if, let's just say you're following me, and I just do a good 8 minutes, but I do a 2-minute prayer where the crowd is just tearing up. All right, yo, have fun.
Yeah.
You'll be like, bro, what the fuck? Let's come back from this.
That's like, you ever do like a mixed mic where it's like people are doing poetry or they're singing or whatever?
Absolutely.
Sometimes it works in your favor, where like one time I went up after a girl who sang some song that she wrote, and it was like beautiful, sad.
Was
Everyone's
this in
like,
Ridgewood?
No, this was in Connecticut.
Oh, okay, please tell me we're in the same place at this point.
Maybe it's the same girl.
Oh, hope not. Acoustic guitar?
No, she was just a cappella, just straight
Ugh.
belting.
Ugh.
But she was fucking fantastic. And then, but everyone was like, geez, that was fucking beautiful. And it was sad. And then I'm up there, so my dick. But when it's like that, in that particular instance, it was like people were like happy. They're like, okay, it's not another person.
You did dick jokes. I did butler stories for 5 minutes. I'm like,
that's a great segue to go
I'm
into
gonna
your
just-
second job.
oh, bro, I'm just going to tell y'all some stripper stories here. How about let's have some fun?
Yeah.
Then it's like, wait, what? Yeah, I got y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, so segue. What do you want to know?
How the fuck did you get into doing that job? The job being, I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Oh, Butler's in the buff. Don't worry.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, so if he's going to pull it up, he's going to pull up the website. It's going to be hysterical.
There's a website?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can book
shit.
people.
You're on there?
I hope not. I am on the Yelp review. I did get 5-star Yelp review.
It's called Butlers in the Buff.
Buff. Yes.
Okay.
So I was working at LA Fitness at the time.
Gotcha.
Sorry for your
ahead, go
eardrums,
ahead.
people, for my loud laugh.
Go.
So
Ladies, Google it.
exactly.
The
I was
freedom.
working at LA Fitness, and I was just closing up the gym. But, a lot of beautiful women work at the gym. And
Yeah.
if you go to the gym, trying to talk to a girl in there can be very creepy for the woman.
Totally.
But for some reason, girls wouldn't mind talking to me. I can make them chuckle, laugh. Pretty privilege, whatever you want to call it. Then this light-skinned brother's like, yo, I see you got away with the girls at the gym. Do you want to make legal money working with women? And I'm like, legal money working with women? Okay, this sounds like prostitution, but let's see where this goes. So he gives me his number. We talk on the phone, and he explains the concepts. Like, you go to parties, you're not really stripping. You're more so catering, serving, and just being a personality for 2+ hours.
In your underwear.
Underwear with an apron and a bow tie.
Okay.
Now, you can, if they...
I can show the outfit if that's...
Please do, man. Bring it up. Bring it up.
That's
awesome. So some people put, yeah, there you go. Bada bing.
Wow. Butler's in the buff.
Buff.
That's you all the way to the right.
Oh, man. My abs is not looking that crazy. My body's looking more to the left. I look like an unlike character right now in the torso.
The Butler's like, can we read a testimonial?
Oh, please. I don't think any of these reflect me. I don't have my glasses on.
I hired a butler for my sister-in-law's bachelorette and didn't really know what we were in for. The booking was super easy and straightforward, and the staff was very quick to respond to any concerns I had. The price is really reasonable for what you get. Our butler, JP...
Not me.
Not you.
Okay. I was like, oh.
was a blast. He took care of the bride and made sure we all had drinks at all times.
Aww.
He was super friendly, but also professional. He hosted a couple party games, which was nice as we were able to participate. He was hospitable and cleaned up before leaving. The bride was very happy, and the girls loved him. The moms loved him, too. Wow.
Killer. All killers.
So this is legit.
Absolutely.
Man. Okay, so
now doing the interview, which was interesting because it was like a FaceTime interview. Yes, they had me take off my shirt.
Of course.
So I was like, all right, cool. So now they're like, okay, at the time the pay is $50 an hour.
Damn.
They also compensate for travel.
Holy shit.
So let's say I'm in Queens, so I have to go to the Hamptons. Let's just say it's let's say it's 100 miles, just for argument's sake. One to go one way. They're gonna give me 200 to go back and forth. So 50, that's 100. So bare minimum, I'm gonna get a nice little 300.
Damn.
Just for that, and that doesn't include the tip.
And they tip you?
Yes, they do.
Wow.
Yes.
Individually, or they like write it in, or...
So the girls either can Venmo, Cash App, or cash.
Holy fuck.
So now, I'll give you the first party because the first one was actually...
Yeah, I mean, the first one's got to be hilarious, right?
So, like, your first time going, though, do you go by yourself or there's another guy?
So they actually had me work with a guy.
Yeah.
They had me work with somebody.
You need training.
You, like, shadow somebody.
Yeah. It was a jactation guy with dreads.
Oh, no.
And he had the full outfit. And the company wrote in the description, we got a new guy training. He doesn't have the apron yet. He's just going to be shirtless with pants on. All right, cool. At least they know. I get in there, it's Guyanese, Trini, Haitian, Jamaican. Basically just beautiful black queens, but a little bit of aggressiveness in them when they get a few alcoholic drinks in them.
Yeah, definitely.
The woman that booked me, she had me do a 360. She said, yeah, you got to take off those pants. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, they got to come off. And then the guy I was working was like, listen, you're not taking them off for nothing. She's going to wait.
Back.
She's going to wait. And I'm like, what do you mean? Do girls make you wait before they give you cooch on a date? And then we chuckled because like first date, I'm like, some of us do. But he's like, no. Realistically, he makes them wait until either the last 30 minutes of the party or the last half of the party before an underwear with the apron. The apron stays on always, but the underwear might come off. So yeah, you'll see cheeks flat out.
Bare ass.
Bare ass. Some people wear like G-strings and whatnot, but I go bare ass.
Now, do some of y'all have dicks that hang past the apron?
I have yet to see it. I might be blessed, but I'm not that highly favored, baby.
Man.
I'm favored enough.
That's Charles. He needs a longer apron.
Oh,
It's like a fancy Italian restaurant apron, long as fuck.
Bro. So now at this event, it's like, I was 23.
Okay.
I started Thank you, good brother. I started at 23. So I'm like, all right, cool. All the girls 26 and above. So I'm like,
that's
okay,
nice.
this is going to be interesting. So he's like, listen, keep the pants on. If anything, just undo the first button and unzip. So at least you have more motion and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I'm on the couch. I'm grinding in front of auntie who's 50 something.
Whoa.
Pulls the underwear and sticks a handful of cash in and drops it. And I'm like, I think she wanted to cop a feel, but sneaky. now.
This job might work.
Exactly. But then I was like, prior to the gig, I'm like, who do I study? Like, how do I get into my inner sexy? Like,
Yeah.
do I watch Magic Mike? So I went to the two people who I should study, Chris Brown and Usher.
Ah, that's good.
There's
That makes
two
sense.
performances, Take
Yeah.
You Down in Trading Places.
Yeah.
Bro, I studied and I learned. Also pro wrestling. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, some of
felt
that,
like
right?
I felt like Shawn Michaels out there.
Yeah. Heartbreak Kid.
Oh, bro. So one of the craziest things there was the girls would be very playful with ice. Just like rubbing it on me. I'm like,
Yeah. Get your
what
nipples hard and shit.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, harassment?
Yeah.
Me too?
Hey.
Oh, well, they're
You
paying me.
signed up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, long story short, eventually the pants did come off and I'm running around in underwear.
Wow.
But
Did
I
they
had
steal them from you?
what?
Did they like take them and like toss them to each other? So
Oh,
you couldn't get 'em?
absolutely. I keep backup on me, brother. I keep the backup on me.
Yeah.
Nah, but they were wild in the sense of as I learned, women are worse than men when it comes to touching adult entertainers.
That's what I've heard.
Like women, but obviously
crazy.
because we like to be touched,
Yeah.
they just assume they can go for the touch.
Yeah.
Whereas I've done gay parties and men will be like, "Is it okay if I take a photo with you?" Oh, you hired me. Sure, you can take a
Sure.
photo, but thank you for asking.
Yeah.
I appreciate you getting all Vince McMahon aggressive on me.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I realized, oh, yo, girls are crowd. No wonder they be going crazy if guys go to a strip club because they probably think we're built like them on that level.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, girls are a little bit more touchy feely.
And they can
And-
get away with it more, obviously, right? Because men care less, you know. You grab a
Kanye
woman
should.
by her tit in a strip club, she might be like, I'm not
He
talking
getting
to you
kicked out
right
the
now.
strip club.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Kicked out, face, you're gonna picture taken and out. You're not
Exactly.
banned for life.
Yeah.
This one, it's grab my ass and it's, why do I have a boyfriend and I'm just hugging him? I don't know. You have daddy issues. I love you too. Now get out of here.
That's why I'm here, too. Daddy issues.
It's not a black joke.
It might be.
Oh, God bless.
Man, all right. And you've done that for how old are you now?
Oh,
27?
28.
28, okay. So it's been
COVID
like-
was an off year.
right.
Then
Just do it with the mask. Nobody touches.
actually, I've only done one in COVID. It was like July.
Okay.
They had me go to the Hamptons, and the girls were like,
Toward the end. Toward the end of COVID.
do you want to wear your mask? Fuck no.
Nice.
We're in the Hamptons with a pool. You think I give a flying F?
Yeah.
Y'all are beautiful. One girl tried to do a 69 shot off a body shot off of me.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
on my back, and she climbs over front
On
ways
your face.
to try to,
Drink
Dude.
out of your belly button.
yeah.
Wow.
And I'm just like, oh, there's a cooch in my face. Great. Living the American dream. Living the American freaking dream.
Damn. Now, did you have that in common with your grandfather, too?
No, he'd be proud of me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
he'd probably love
God,
that.
he would be proud of me.
Yeah,
Lord, my... All right, funny, not funny. So my grandpa did pass away from AIDS, but a bit of fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was humping too much.
Oh.
So, yeah, but yeah.
Wow. So you okay?
Yeah, he would have been like, just be careful.
Yeah.
Just be careful out there, but definitely.
It is funny when you talk to like an older man and you tell him as a young man, like, yeah, I got some. They fucking love hearing that. Like my dad, he gets so amped. He's like, oh, he's got an accent. He's like, very good, son. Very good.
So when I do post occasional pictures of me at gigs, like one with the girls, all the girls around me, and it's just me in the middle.
Yeah.
My uncle follows me on Instagram. Slid in, he's like, nephew, I see you. He's like, they paying you? Of course.
Yeah.
And all he can do is salute a emoji.
That's great. That's fucking
Listen,
nuts.
at least the day if I ever have children, at least they know their dad was popping.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy when older men say, I used to be jacked back in the day, but they never got pictures.
Yeah.
Like all they got is
got
pictures of them looking half gay in those like in those short shorts and like the sequin tops.
Yeah.
But then they'll be homophobic when they get older for some reason.
Right.
But you never see them jacked or being good at their sport.
Right. They all just say it.
They just say it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like, no, I got proof, people. We got
proof.
We got evidence out here.
You got both. Good at the sport and,
And
fucking jacked.
Bro, yeah, I played college football.
Really?
Yeah, played college football and I ran college track.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, little
Division
3. Don't
Okay.
Division 3,
Still
and then I
counts.
went to D2 for track.
Okay.
So yeah, no
Yeah.
hurdler, and I played defensive end in college.
Oh, man.
Yeah, fun times.
Yeah. So you're still active.
I have trying to maintain the
Well, you
active.
kind of have to be, right, for your job.
Bro, what? I looked in the mirror. I'm like, oh, I feel like I should have a gig coming up.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad. Usually when I'm in my chubbiest, I'll get offered many gigs, and then I'm like, fuck, now I gotta drop the Doritos
Yeah, you gotta
and
work.
get my shit together.
Yeah. So that does happen. You're kind of lax or whatever, and then you get booked, and you're like, fuck, I gotta
Bro,
tighten up.
it's like imagine doing comedy, and then somebody says, hey, we want you to come do a show, and you haven't done stand-up in a month.
Right.
And you're like,
Fuck.
am I rusty?
Yeah.
Do I still got it?
Yeah.
Versus
Can I
now,
do these Chris Brown moves with
oh
my
my,
fucking, with this extra roll?
oh my God, what? Now I'm like, if they had called me now, I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Nah, I've actually had one where I tell them I do stand up, like, wait, can you do some jokes? And I'm like, okay, I read the room. I know you guys are dirty. You guys are a little bit drunk.
Yeah.
I've done 15.
Wow. And they listen. They love it.
20 girls
Yeah,
just
yeah,
sitting there looking at me. I'm holding court. I'm like, full apron.
Ass out.
Full, bro. Ass out, apron, and bow tie. Just holding my hand like this. This is a microphone, and they're just enjoying.
They love it.
Oh, they loved it. Because then I was doing inside the field jokes with them.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
oh, well, at least I'm not out here sucking dick.
Mm-hmm.
And all the girls started laughing. I'm like, I don't know why they found that funny. But I know
'Cause they all
somebody's out
suck
here
dick.
sucking dick on the low.
They're all thinking about it. Man. So do you mix like business and like you get down with a couple of these ladies every once in a while?
No.
No, right?
No.
No, okay,
No.
no. That's right. No, of course not.
Absolutely
Of
not,
course not.
man.
No.
Not on the clock. Not on the clock.
Definitely not.
Keyword.
On the clock.
Not on the clock.
Keywords.
Yeah.
Listen, if you can read between the lines and if you read between them, you're a smart person. If you can, then Kanye shrugged.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, we're very professional. You go and you do the job and occasionally say, do you want to hang out with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Well, I'm going to get to do this
Why
again.
not? It's a long ride back.
2 hours.
Yeah.
I'll just have a few drinks, some food. I mean, I got to sober up.
That's right. Yeah, you got to eat something.
Shoot. At least I'm not Jamaican. At least I eat the poo-tang pie.
No,
That's
right.
the only pie I eat. Poo-tang pie.
Well, it tastes the best.
Oh, brother. Especially in the sun.
Yeah, with the seasoning.
Chef's kiss, baby. Chef's kiss.
Now, I don't know if you mentioned it, but I forgot when you said it.
Shoot.
It was either before we started recording or you've already mentioned it, where you said your mom found out that you do stand-up.
Yes.
Does she know about this?
Of course.
She does?
Yes.
Okay.
I pitched it to her.
Okay, all right.
It was me.
What was she more upset about? Stand-up?
Neither.
Neither, yeah.
It's
That's awesome. You got to
So
understand.
the pitch for the butler ring was very interesting because it was my aunt, who's my mom's biological sister, my play aunt. For those who don't know, a play aunt is that family member who's like your family, but they not.
Right.
But it's
It just comes around.
But if something happened to you, they'll take care of you.
yeah.
So, and I told them, listen, it's $50 an hour. They're going to pay for travel. And they're like, yo, he's 23. You know, he's not going to look young forever. It's not like it's a career change, but he can make some extra cash.
Yeah.
So then I told my mom on Thanksgiving. And I said, you know what? Thanks for giving me this sexy body. You know, it's time to cash the return. Let's make some money. So I explained it to her, and so I have a nice little minivan. She has a Lexus. So every now and then, Jay, you want to take the Lexus to the gig? So yeah, she supports it. She'll let me go
Wow.
take her car,
Makes
even
you
if
look even cooler than you already are.
Bro.
Yeah.
Comedy she found out through my her cousin, but like family friend, like family basically. And it was like, oh, you do comedy? Yeah. Well, when are you gonna invite me? Do you talk about me? No.
Yeah.
I don't, which is hysterical. I don't talk about my mother.
Yeah. Which a lot of comics love to do. Talk about their family. Do you talk about your family at all?
I talk about my great grandmother, but it's
Right,
not
right.
like on her. It's just the concept of being old in '92.
Yeah.
Like just to be able to be that old and you get to talk recklessly
It's the
because
best.
you're old.
Yeah.
You paid your dues and like relatively.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really pick on family.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not fun. It's just I could find other things with them, or I can tell stories about them. But you know, I don't have anything to pick on them yet.
I think the family stuff is better when you have your own family. Like if you have a wife and kids.
I agree.
Like the comedians that talk about their family, like Sebastian.
Yes.
He talks about his fucking wife and his kids and his parents all the time.
Yeah.
But I think it works better if you have your own family, you know?
Or, you know what? If you're an older person and you got your mom living with you, there's a difference between living at your mom's house and have your mom living with you.
Right.
Because you're like, this bitch won't leave me alone. I live with her all my life just for me to have her come back live with me. What the hell am I doing?
It's like you're a kid again. You can't bring girls home. Like, my mom lives here.
Bro, when I was looking for an apartment in Queens, she was like, you know, Jay, do you want to look by yourself? Look with your friend? Or, you know, do you want to move in? I'm like, no, Mom, we're not moving in together.
No,
I got things to slay in these streets, baby.
Yeah, and not even just that, dude. Once you move out, it's like you don't have to answer any questions ever. And, I mean, they're motherly questions. Where you going? Where are you? It's fine.
You ready? I can leave my house right now. I don't really tell my roommate anything.
Yeah.
It's just, all
the
right, bro, I'll
best.
see you later. Where you going?
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
All right, see you. If anything, I'll text you if something happens. So, yeah, no, I definitely agree with you there.
Like, I'll talk to my friends back home, and they're like, I got some friends that still live at home. And they're like, well, it doesn't make sense money-wise to do it. I'm like, that's a good excuse when you're scared.
You know what I would say? Economically, I'm applauding you.
Yeah.
I applaud you. You're saving a shit ton of bread.
Yeah.
But
Socially.
yeah, socially, I've had to sneak girls in the crib.
Who wants to do that at
I
27?
remember I had a Ukrainian girl come over.
Oh, shit.
This was before they had, right? Putin's daughter started DJing and they started going crazy. But I had a Ukrainian girl over and I met her off a Hinge.
Okay.
This bitch was disrespectful. She was hungry, so we got her a burger, right? Which is fine. Now, I don't know what in my brain said, let's go to my room. But I'm thinking, hey, let's just, it's summer, let's eat outside so you don't get the smell of burger in my room. Because I'm not a fan of burgers.
Sure.
And it's pretty off-putting if your room smells like burgers and you don't eat them.
You don't like it, yeah.
It's like, who the fuck was in your room?
Just housing a burger.
Yeah, exactly. So she's housing a burger in my room. My mom's room is next door.
Oh, shit.
And then after she was full, she was ready to have fun. And I'm like, you're wild. So we did it, but we didn't get caught or nothing. But it was just like, yeah, no more Ukrainians. They take privileges on motherfuckers. That was wild.
Just mom right next door. I remember stories like that. Just fucking, I couldn't do it when I was, I couldn't bring no girl back home.
House or like an apartment for you? Did you live in?
We lived, well, both. First it was, I wasn't fucking when we lived in the apartment.
Okay.
I was like 13 when we moved to like a house,
Gotcha.
And then there I was like, shortly after I started high school, my dad retired. So he was just home always. I was like, God damn it. Fuck that.
See, I had a schedule. I would be working overnights, and my mom was working in Manhattan for MLS and everything.
Yeah.
So if I can find somebody to come through during the day, we're good to go.
That's nice.
After that, you got to skedaddle.
Daytime.
3:30 p.m. is the skedaddle time.
Daytime fucking goes away. Like when
Those
you're
are
in
the
high
best.
school, there's a lot of daytime fucking.
I didn't have a lot of daytime fucking in high school.
Really?
No, bro,
You
I
get
barely
like a
got
day
any
off?
ass in high school. I got a lot of finger game going. Like my fingering game was lit in high school, but like I really didn't start getting like girls. And I'm also my V young as well. But like
How old were you?
14.
Oh yeah, that's young.
Yeah, that was in DR. It was
In DR?
yeah. White woman. You would have thought it'd been something crazy, but
Holy
no.
shit.
From Pennsylvania.
I hear they get horned up over there in DR. The women there,
Susias, baby. Susias.
You ever see like the guys that they wear like the Ray-Bans
Yeah.
that have like they can film shit and they just talk to chicks?
I've seen like where they're trying to like riz like passport bros. They're trying to riz up girls. Oh, that's how they do it with the glasses. I thought they were just recording like monks. I'm like, all right, what's going on, baby? I'm like, okay, that's weird. You're gonna videotape her, but I'm like, okay, the glasses make sense.
Glasses. But a lot of those guys, they're in other countries. They're like Colombia.
Yeah, no.
And there's like way more women than there are guys in those places.
Well, I mean, the value of cooch is low. They're trying.
It's a lot freer in those cultures too. Like they're like.
It's freer, but like, how are they making ends meet? If you're gonna sell your box for $100 American and you know it's gonna go more in your country,
well, yeah,
you're gonna make some dollar off of it.
But I mean, like just how the culture looks at sex. Like here in America,
much different. Yes,
it's like you can't show a dick on TV or a pussy.
Really?
That's how I feel. If you watch a fucking movie that was made in Paris,
yeah,
they're showing they're showing fucking. It's porn.
I can agree there, but I would even say just like in basic walking around society, people are more horned up than ever. I know what you mean by like the censorship of it.
Yeah,
it's tremendously different. But like, look at New York in June.
Sure. Yeah.
Minus that it's Pride. Fuck that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
We know they like to get flamboyantly dressed.
Yeah.
But just you can go anywhere and people be looking wild and it's like extra promiscuous. But I do know what you mean when you're looking at it from like a media perspective.
And how like cultures. Like, fucking think about it, dude. Ménage à trois is a fucking French word.
Allez-vous penser?
Yeah,
man, baby.
I read something the other day. I think in Belgium, they're gonna allow they decriminalize sex work, so you can't go to jail or anything for it. But now they're offering maternity pay for women that are.
So if you make a mistake, at least you get time off.
You get time off. You get paid.
But
that's
real the issue
progression.
I have the issue with those European countries, and I was first year I made comedy. I wanted to make a joke of it, but it's very hard. A lot of those age of consent is super low.
Oh,
in those countries, like 15, 16.
Yeah.
For consent, that's where I'm like, ugh.
You don't got to go out of the country for that, bro. We were talking about, at the beginning, incest in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
The fucking age of consent in Rhode Island is 16. That's a dirty fucking place, dude.
Bro, in Italy, it's like 15, 16.
Yeah.
It's like same number. Like, that's why I'm like.
No drinking age over there, too, in Italy.
And you could jerk off in the street.
Yeah, that's right. We found that out, too.
Oh, wow, you can bust one on
as long as there's no minors around.
Yeah.
But what's a minor? Less than 15? I mean, less than 14?
So whatever they call it.
Get out of here.
Or under 18,
nasty
maybe.
pervs.
In Ireland, you can just do it. They don't give a fuck. Minors, no minors.
So you just gotta if you gotta really get a brother out, you can just get a brother out. That's crazy.
You just beat your shit out in Ireland, Oh, Danny boy.
No.
There's like a sheep behind you.
Oh,
that sounds kind of nice. I wouldn't.
Clarence Carter, I'm just stroking.
Oh man, you said something before we started too. That was hilarious. Where you were like, "If a comedian can't get laid, it's probably not that funny."
Yeah. Oh God. All right. So again, 2 years. I try to be very humble because I know we have fellow comics that listen, and I'm nowhere.
We love them.
Oh, trust me. I don't think our comics that we know understand how much I love other comics. Like it's a tribe. Like. From playing sports, football, track, I actually feel like I'm in my tribe in comedy.
Yeah.
I actually feel like, okay. Even if some people are more dirty or lighter with jokes, I'm like, this is still like a family type of thing. I've learned, I'm like, when comics like, dating's hard, I'm like, really? How? You are practicing stand-up comedy.
I know.
You don't got to practice pickup lines, but if you can't talk to a girl and just make her chuckle, but you're not really that funny.
Yeah.
You're not.
That's
Drop
true.
your pen.
Yeah.
You like not.
That's
for,
the real barometer of if you're funny.
Like, what was the quote I said? If women looked at men the way men looked at women, there'll be barely anybody on this earth.
Yeah.
Because men are super shallow when it comes to looks. If women were on that level, there'd be nobody. With that being said, if your personality wins a woman's heart.
Oh yeah.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm trying to think of like small, creepy looking comedians. Like I just think Jim Norton because
Yeah,
I know Opie and
He's a
Anthony.
creepy
They
little
used to
fuck.
say like Jim had a whole line of ladies, but I'm like he's a little creepo like that. But
Yeah.
he's secure in himself.
Yeah. We're talking about Jeffrey Gurian.
Yes,
That dude,
another
dude,
one.
You listen to that fucking Black Phillips show. He's there with two models.
Beautiful, and he's nothing special looking.
Yeah.
He's not Matt Rife.
Yeah.
He's nothing like, oh my God, he's hot. It's like he's just got personality,
Yeah.
charisma, a little bit of jokes in between.
Yeah.
Now, again, the himbo line, shout out to Sesh. That
Shout
was
out
so
Sesh.
fucking hysterical. One of my actual female favorites.
Yeah.
Just as a comic. Very
yeah.
charming, very
Actually funny.
very actually, bro. She's fucking hysterical. She
Yeah.
cultivates herself well. But when she said himbos, and I'm like,
Hot dumb guys.
hot dumb guys. But then I'm like, if you're a comic, at least if you're, you don't gotta be hot. You just need personality.
Right.
Now for myself, I might be 6'4", yada yada, but I try to say, throw it out the window for a second, be funny.
And you could also be dumb. Like you're not dumb. Like you could solely rely on how you look.
Bro,
Yeah.
can I be real? It's hard for me to want to be dumb. I think that's
You could totally just be dumb.
that's one thing. If I were to, that's the biggest fight. I could never, because I feel like I have to prove that I'm a little intelligent.
Yeah.
Not even prove it, but just display it. What, usually muscular guys, I pick things up and I put them down. I'm like, oh, I hate that stereotype. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
when you say try to be dumb, I'm like, oh, I couldn't try if I wanted to. I might say some dumb shit, but to be intentionally dumb, bro,
Yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah.
But shout out to the himbos out there.
But that's how it goes with everybody, right? I mean, we're all you hope to be multi-layered. You don't want just some fucking drone where he's like, I only do this. Like I remember talking to Bobby Sheehan,
Yes.
and he said at one point in his life where he didn't exercise, he didn't go to the gym,
Yeah.
because he would read a lot, and he's a big history guy.
Okay.
And he thought at one point in time, he's like, you can't do both. And now he does both. He goes to the gym and he's smart as hell.
Smart, good. That's adapting.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, shoot, your body and your mind go hand in hand.
for sure.
That fortunately.
Just like when they say hot people can't be funny. It's not necessarily true.
Shoot, I was actually listening to Terry Crews on Shannon Sharp, and he said the hardest thing when he was trying to do stand-up was overcome being jacked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, jacked guys are not supposed to be funny. You're supposed to just be jacked and shut up and just be athletic. And I'm like,
Yeah.
never thought of that way. Usually the more funny guys are, if you look at him, a Carlin, he's not like a human specimen.
Right.
Patrice, Earthquake, Dave, super skinny. Now he's a little buffed up as he got older. Rogan's a little different.
He was a handsome guy when he was young.
He's still
old
a
and
handsome
bald.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Bald.
yeah.
Listen, you said something about bald people are villainous. I never agreed with you so hard.
Yeah.
And my roommate's bald, and mind you, I have my hair now, but for the whole summer, bald.
Bald, yeah, I remember.
And I'm like, I'm meaner when I'm bald. And I'm like, what?
God damn it, I wish I fucking...
That's why I
had
wore a
something
do-rag
up
and
there.
a hat. I'm like, I'm trying to be jolly in these streets. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I'm just an ultimate heel being mad at the world. And I'm like, yeah, it's just a lack of hair.
Yeah,
I see why some women get, extensions.
sure.
Lack of hair can make a person very angry.
Especially a woman. Woman losing her hair, that's way worse.
G.I. Jane, baby, G.I. Jane.
Hey, bald. Hey, there's some hot bald girls. They could pull that off.
I dated a girl who had waves.
Oh,
my
shit.
gosh, she wore a do-rag. I remember one time for Valentine's Day we had matching do-rags. It gave me something to pull
so
on. She said, I can't palm your head, but I can pull this silky baby.
Yeah. Well, it's like people expect if you're good looking,
Yeah.
if you're a hot person, you don't really need to develop anything as far as a personality because people just give you shit. They give you the benefit of the doubt.
Of course, usually.
So if you want to be a comedian and you're hot, that is kind of a thing you have to address.
Yeah.
I don't know, a fucking weird girl or some shit. They're hilarious because they had to work on something to get something out of people. You know?
Just to overcome what they.
Yeah.
Because I always wonder how Whitney Cummings and Matt Rife, because they're undoubtedly funny.
Yeah.
Like whatever, however you like their comedy, they're funny. They sell out. What Matt Rife added a second show for MSG.
Yeah.
So he's doing something fucking right. But I wonder like how overcoming that beautiful, pretty privilege into comedy.
Yeah.
Because you know they're motherfuckers like, get out of here.
Yeah, you don't belong.
Yeah,
you have everything.
You get out of here.
Especially angry, dopey fucking comedians.
And you know what's horrible about that? Because in comedy business, you would want that.
Yeah.
Like, they're bringing people to the show. Like, how would you not want an attractive person in your lineup of comics?
Yeah, I mean, now ladies are more empowered than ever to do anything. So there's a lot of hot women doing shit that hot women weren't. Like, you watch the UFC.
Yeah.
Some of those chicks are fucking banging.
Yo, no, agree.
Like, they could do anything.
Until after the fight. Then it'll look like Rihanna.
Yeah. Worse than Rihanna.
Yo.
But, yeah, same thing with, I mean, there's a lot of fucking beautiful women that are comedians. Where before it was like you had to be fucking Roseanne or Paula Poundstone. You had to be some fucking big burly bitch.
You had to be Lunel.
Lunel, yeah.
Yeah, like you had to literally be in this type of mold of your attractive-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, maybe if a few drinks in, I might want to talk to you.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely. Or same with shorter comedians like a Kevin Hart, Cat Williams. Like, not the most. They're okay looking, but obviously if they were taller, it would help them.
Yeah. It's like to be funny, you need to have been in some fucking. This is gonna sound dumb, but you need to have been like in some kind of pain.
You need trauma.
Yeah.
Or you gotta be, as I would say, like an observationist.
Right.
You gotta really you gotta be really intuitive with yourself and the world around you.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be that type of George Carlin or Paul Mooney-esque comic, where you're going to describe what's around you. But even know that you have to have an immense amount of empathy to understand what's going on.
Right.
So you're absolutely right. A lot of, we say mid-looking comics. That pain helps you. You need that little bit of pain.
Yeah. And I feel that more than any other, I guess, art, because you can, think about like John Mayer. That motherfucker's got everything. Great fucking childhood.
Yeah.
Went to a fucking college, and that dude is legendary.
Yes.
And people don't know that motherfucker can shred.
Oh, I've seen him live.
Oh, you have? With the Dead?
Jay-Z's 9/11 concert. He brought
okay.
out John Mayer to do You Don't Know and Death of Auto-Tune to do a guitar solo.
Yeah.
Shredded.
He's nasty. He also tours with the Grateful Dead now, which is sick.
Really, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah, people only know him for like his shit on, Daughters, which gets my pussy wet. I don't know about you guys. This song, Daughters? Oh, man.
I listen to Frank Ocean when I'm trying to get me throbbing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Frank Ocean gets me going, baby.
I've only recently got into a little. I'll do, what's his name? Brent Faiyaz.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say Weekend.
Weekend, too? Yeah, sure. Why not? Going to play a little of that later on, fellas.
Oh, you got the date today. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who are not watching on this beautiful podcast on YouTube, he is wearing a gray turtleneck, burgundy pants, and black shoes.
Right here,
he is looking scrumptious. He has a beautiful date. Oh, man. When I put on 2 different outfits before I come in here, and I'm like, I'm underdressed, and I'm like, I'm really underdressed. Jesus Christ.
This is our first date, too, bro.
Oh, I see you every Sunday. It's not our first one.
Hell yeah, man. How about we wrap this bitch up? This was fun.
This was amazing, brother.
Hell yeah, dog. Where can people find...
Do you have one more show to plug?
When is it? Fuck. Hold on. I have one.
I'm going to let you forget that one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while he is looking up this show, I hope you did enjoy this amazing podcast that is available on all streaming platforms.
All of them.
including YouTube, Spotify,
Hey,
the podcast
you can
app.
name 'em all.
Is there anything that I'm missing?
Apple Podcasts.
Apple. Oh, I thought it was a podcast app. An Apple Podcast. Please leave 5-star. Please leave a 5-star and drop a great review saying whether it was good, whether it was phenomenal, whether he should always dress this handsomely.
Where can people find you?
Yeah, you could have plugged your own.
Yeah, you gotta plug your own
listen.
shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can follow. Normally, you guys put that in the bio, but you can follow me on Instagram at JA_SAUN.
That's right.
No Twitter, just Instagram.
All right. And the show he's talking about is December 29th. I got one this Wednesday. Well, for you guys, it'll be yesterday, so it doesn't matter. But December 29th, I think it's a Wednesday, and that's at 9:30, St. Mark's Comedy Club.
Nice.
Jason, thank you so much for coming, brother. We'll do it again.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah. We'll talk to y'all next week, guys. Peace.